She's a political hack, the Attorney General. The judge is obviously extremely friendly with the group.
Former President Trump's legal team and lawyers at the New York Attorney General's office made their final arguments to Judge Arthur Engoron today in Manhattan, marking the end of the sprawling civil fraud trial, putting his business empire at risk. Both sides repeated familiar arguments, with Trump's lawyers arguing that not one witness testified the former president committed the widespread fraud alleged by the state.
So we've proven our case. There's not one witness against us other than one person who is a deranged. He's got a lot of problems.
And the state countering that the defendant's intent to defraud is evidenced by a paper trail.
I want everyone to know that the personal attacks really don't bother me. The fact is that this trial has shown, and we have produced evidence about the scope, the scale, the depth, the breadth of the illegality, the fraud that impersonally enriched Donald Trump and his family.
Trump's lawyers went first, with Chris Kise, Trump's lead lawyer, saying that Trump has been part of the fabric of New York's real estate industry for 50 years. He accused the state of trying to put Trump out of business for nothing. A large portion of the defense's argument focused on Michael Cohen, Trump's ex-fixer and personal attorney, who testified in the state's case that Trump directed him and a top executive to reverse engineer the former president's assets to achieve a number that Trump had tasked them with. Trump's lawyers called Cohen a serial liar and urged the judge to find him uncredible.
He's a man who's been convicted of lying. He's a felon, convicted felon, and not a good person. But that's their only witness, and he's now crashed and burned. They have no witnesses. And by the way, that witness took back everything that he said.
At the end of the defense's presentation, Trump gave an unexpected statement to the court. He had previously been barred from making any remarks because he would not agree to stick to relevant matters. But Trump told the court that he couldn't stick to relevant matters because the case goes outside the facts. He was referring to his long-held view that the case is a political witch hunt against him.
And so it's all a conspiracy to try and get Biden, who can't put two sentences together, trying to get him into office.
He lashed out at the judge and New York Attorney General Letitia James and said that he should receive damages for what they've taken his company through.
She campaigned on I will get Trump. If you've ever seen any of her clips, they're horrible clips, actually, the anger. She's got serious Trump derangement syndrome.
State lawyer Kevin Wallace began his closing remarks in the afternoon by presenting a slide reading "Deja vu all over again." He argued that the defense repeated numerous arguments already rejected by the judge in the law of the case. The state briefly defended Michael Cohen's testimony, noting that the defense never asked Trump directly whether the directive to reverse engineer his assets was issued, even when Trump was on the witness stand. The Attorney General's office has asked the judge to force Trump to pay nearly $370 million penalty for falsely altering his net worth on key financial statements to receive tax and insurance benefits.
This case has never been about politics or personal vendetta or about name-calling. This case is about the facts and the law. And Mr. Donald Trump violated the law.
The state has also asked the judge to bar the former president from New York's real estate business for life. The trial has no jury, so Judge Engoron will be the sole decider of the case. He has said he hopes to issue a verdict before the end of the month.